Hi everyone and welcome back. If you're completely new to knitting, this video is for you. Today I'm walking you through the fundamental knitting techniques you need to know to get started. We'll cover how to make a slip knot, cast on your stitches, work the knit stitch and purl stitch, and finally how to bind off your work. These are the basic techniques you'll see again and again in knitting patterns. So once you're comfortable with these, you'll have a really great foundation for learning how to knit. To get started, all you need is some yarn and a pair of knitting needles in the corresponding size recommended for your yarn. First, we're going to make a slip knot. Your slip knot is simply how we get the yarn onto the knitting needle so we can begin casting on our stitches. With the tail end of your yarn closest to you and the yarn ball behind, drape the yarn around your hand to form a circle, crossing the strands at the top of your hand. Insert your finger underneath the cross strands and pull up a loop and gently tighten to form your slip knot. Then put that slip knot onto your knitting needle and tighten it all the way up. Next, we're going to cast on, which creates the foundation row of stitches for your knitting project. There are lots of different ways to cast on in knitting, but today I'm going to show you a simple beginner-friendly method called the single cast on. With the slip knot on your needle, hold the needle in your right hand and the working yarn in your left. Loop the yarn up and over the needle, then hold it in place with your finger, then pull the loop through the center and gently tighten the new stitch onto the needle. Then just continue this. So loop the yarn up and over the needle, hold it in place with your finger, then pull the loop through the center and gently tighten the new stitch onto the needle. Repeat this until you've cast on the desired number of stitches or however many stitches your pattern indicates. Don't worry about making everything perfect at first, just focus on keeping your stitches relatively even and loose enough that you can comfortably work into them. Once you've cast on all your stitches, you're officially ready to start knitting. Now we're going to learn the knit stitch. The knit stitch is one of the two fundamental stitches in knitting and you'll use it constantly. When you're knitting, always hold the needle with your stitches in your left hand and the empty needle in your right. As you work each stitch, it will transfer from the left needle onto the right needle. With the working yarn held behind your needles, insert the right needle into the front of the first stitch from front to back. Then wrap the yarn around the right needle. Pull a new loop through, then slide the old stitch off the left needle. And that's one knit stitch complete. Now you'll just repeat this across. So insert your right needle into the front of the first stitch. Wrap the yarn around the right needle, pull a new loop through, then slide the old stitch off the left needle. Once you're comfortable with the knit stitch, you can use it in different ways to start creating some of the most common stitch patterns in knitting. You can also experiment with different sequences of knit and purl stitches, or follow along with a stitch pattern book to discover countless beautiful textures and patterns created using only these two basic stitches. When you're knitting a flat piece like a scarf, if you work the knit stitch across every stitch and continue knitting every row, you'll create garter stitch, which has a textured, ridged appearance on both sides of the fabric. It creates a beautifully warm and squishy fabric, making it an excellent choice for cozy projects like scarves, blankets, and other cold weather knits. This is one of the easiest stitch patterns for beginners and a great way to practice your knitting. If you combine the knit stitch with the purl stitch when working flat, you can create stockinette stitch. To do this, you'll knit across one entire row, then turn your work and purl across the next row, continuing to alternate between knit and purl rows. This creates that classic smooth fabric with little V-shaped stitches on the front that you'll see in countless knitting projects. You can also alternate between knit and purl stitches within the same row to create ribbing. For example, you can knit one stitch, purl one stitch, and repeat that pattern across the row. Ribbing creates a stretchy, textured fabric that's commonly used for sweater cuffs, necklines, hat brims, and hems. Next up is the purl stitch. The purl stitch is the other fundamental stitch you'll want to learn. For this stitch, instead of holding the working yarn behind your work like we did for the knit stitch, you'll be holding it in the front of your work. It's essentially the reverse of the knit stitch and creates that characteristic raised, bumpy texture on the side you're working on. With the working yarn held in front of your needles, insert the right needle into the front of the first stitch from right to left. Then wrap the yarn around the right needle, pull a new loop through, then slide the old stitch off the left needle. And that's one purl stitch complete. So again, you'll insert the right needle into the front of the first stitch from right to left, then wrap the yarn around the right needle, pull a new loop through, then slide the old stitch off the left needle. Purling can feel a little less natural than knitting when you're first learning, so if it feels awkward, that's completely normal. Just work slowly and focus on the movement. With practice, it'll start to feel much more natural. If you're brand new to knitting, I recommend casting on a small number of stitches and simply practicing on a swatch. Knit a few rows, purl a few rows, try alternating your stitches, and get comfortable holding your needles and controlling your yarn. You could even cast on enough stitches to make a simple, long scarf and use the entire project as practice. It doesn't need to be perfect, the goal is simply to get comfortable with the movements. Once you're finished knitting your piece, the final fundamental technique is binding off. Binding off finishes your knitted piece and secures your stitches so they don't unravel when you remove them from the needles. You'll begin by knitting the first 2 stitches onto your right needle. Then using the left needle, lift the first stitch up and over the second stitch and off the needle. Knit the next stitch and then repeat it, lifting the previous stitch up and over. Keep repeating this until one stitch remains. When one stitch remains, cut the yarn and pull the tail through the final stitch to secure it. Once you know how to make a slip knot, cast on, knit, purl, and bind off, you then have the fundamental skills you need to start exploring beginner knitting patterns and making your first projects. I hope this tutorial helped you feel a little more confident picking up your needles and getting started. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.